But something even worse happening is the last crash was, let's say, 2008 when the repo market reversed and all this stuff. And most of these financial planners and real estate brokers, all they know is a rising market. Since 2008, we've been nothing, and happy days are here again because they kept dropping interest rates. Real estate went up, stock market went up, bond markets went up.
Yeah.
And we were just talking to Raoul Powell, and he said the problem with that is that the bull goes up the stairs.
Business magnates, billionaires, corporate workers, and now authors. Crypto has the entire world hooked around its pinky finger. Robert Kiyosaki, the famous author of the New York Times bestseller Rich Dad Poor Dad, has recently been vocal about his involvement in crypto, and more specifically, Bitcoin. Keep watching to find out more by hitting the subscribe button and giving this video a thumbs up while you're at it. Now, without further ado, let's dive right in. Rich Dad Poor Dad can also be named as the breakthrough book for Robert, who explored the niche of effective business and trading. He is one of the biggest businessmen in America who also teaches people about business and finances through books. This well-thought and thoroughly researched book really showed the great minds of the two authors that brought it to life, Robert and co-author Sharon Lechter. Recently, Robert has been showing interest in the crypto market, and not long ago did he tweet about his interest in investing in Bitcoin. While the world knows that Bitcoin has been crashing and falling low, Robert believes that it might just be a good time to invest. As risky as his theory sounds, considering that people have been wishing to withdraw their money from Bitcoin and not invest any longer in it, Robert seems to be heading in a totally different direction. He tweeted that he's aware of the Bitcoin crash and wishes for it to fall below the 20K level. He added that he would wait for Bitcoin to test the bottom, which he considers to be the $17,000 mark before he starts buying. According to him, crashes are the best time to get rich. He tweeted this when the crypto market had just started crashing and it had lost billions. Around that time, Bitcoin had been trading at nearly $29,289 and had gone down for over 20% in a week. These drops had initially shaken up the market, especially people who had already invested in the coin and were expecting it to rise for profits. Predicting the coin to fall to 20K when it was 9K higher was bold of Robert. It was astonishing to see the writer tweet about these drops, seeing how just a few months ago, when crypto was at its highest, reaching almost $68,000 in November of 2021, Robert talked about how crypto might go as high as $1.2 million. It's only natural for people to make predictions seeing the obvious. Now that crypto has been dropping, everyone predicts it dropping further. In a follow-up tweet, he went on explaining why he thinks these drops are beneficial. He also quoted a very famous line from his book that said, "Profits are made while buying and not selling." Similarly, he wishes to purchase Bitcoin when it goes down so that he spends less and earns more once the coin skyrockets. While these are insightful moves, other people might argue that Bitcoin might end up crashing completely and never rise again. Kiyosaki doesn't believe in that and says that cryptocurrencies are the future, and a coin as popular as Bitcoin is bound to rise again. After his prediction about the coin dropping to $17,000, he then tweeted that it might fall as low as $11,000. Why crashes are good. Rich Dad taught his son and me, your profit is made when you buy, not when you sell. Bitcoin is the future of money. That is why I will back up the truck when the bottom is in. It may be $17,000 or even lower $11,000. Time to get richer is coming. Take care, tweeted the author. $11,000 wasn't enough, and Robert went on dropping yet another bomb on crypto followers. He tweeted on the 28th of June that Rich Dad lesson. Losers quit when they lose. Bitcoin losers are quitting, some committing suicide. Winners learn from their losses. I am waiting for Bitcoin to test $11,000. If it recovers, I will buy more. If it does not, I will wait for losers to capitulate, quit, then buy more. Apparently, Kiyosaki believes that everyone who has lost money as well as their hopes are losers. He wishes to earn more from a sinking ship, that is the crashing Bitcoin rates. He is still waiting on the coin to go down to $11,000 to buy more of it. It's safe to say that he might be taking the sailor approach. Buy coins when they are crashing and forget about the investment. Years later, when the amount rises tenfold or more, just enjoy being rich. The reasons, however, are a little different for both investors. Kiyosaki believes in investing in crypto due to his strong belief of the government and the Fed being corrupt. What's more interesting is the fact that Robert has been liking the crypto crash and the Bitcoin scenario with politics. In his controversial tweets, he wrote that he believes Bitcoin will win. He then went on explaining his point by adding that Bitcoin will win because America is led by the Three Stooges. He believes that Joe Biden is the first stooge, the Secretary of Treasury Janet Yellen being the second, and the third one being the Chairman of the Federal Reserve Jerome Powell. Robert then added that he trusts Bitcoin over the Three Stooges running the country. He meant it almost mockingly, considering that crypto is the most volatile asset and Bitcoin has crashed nearly 75%. There have been many occasions where Robert was seen encouraging people to invest in Bitcoin. A few months ago, Robert claimed that a big bubble burst was coming. He called the American government, Federal Reserve, and Wall Street thieves. According to him, they are responsible for the inflation faced not only by America, but most of the world. He knows that apparently these thieves won't be of any help and urges people to invest in assets like gold, silver, and obviously the Bitcoin. Kiyosaki believes that Biden has been the one pushing the country in the hands of inflation, and in March, he asked people to look for alternatives for their incomes. His idea was to invest in various cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin and other solid assets. However, considering that the government is trying to fight inflation, and in order to do it completely, it might end up seizing cryptocurrencies and either end them for good or have them under the state's control. Kiyosaki is well aware of this political scenario, but this seizure seems a little far-fetched, since there's been a steep increase in crypto followers over the years, especially now that it's crashing. People who idolize Roberts and people like Michael Saylor, the CEO of MicroStrategy, believe in their insights and go ahead investing in the coins. Honestly, the masses can't be blamed either, because everyone has been affected by the growing inflation. To top the scenario, the Russia-Ukraine conflict is making things worse. Roberts added about this that the war is giving rise to crypto as a safer haven than government fake fiat money. Sure, Robert has been smart and analytical about his views on Bitcoin, but he has also had some humor. He tweeted, "Best investment, cans of tuna fish. Inflation about to take off. Best investments are cans of tuna and baked beans. You can't eat gold, silver, or Bitcoin. You can eat cans of tuna and baked beans. Food most important. Starvation, next problem. Invest in the solution. Take care." It does seem like Robert's interest in crypto isn't entirely because of the profits that the asset brings, but also due to his dislike towards the national government. He invests money in a sinking ship just because he doesn't wish to invest in things that are heavily taxed for the government's pleasure. He thinks people have no idea what's coming. That's partially because the high rates of inflation are messing things up for the people working on daily wages. Wage inflation is a plague these days, and even Jim Cramer, the host of Mad Money on CNBC, added that the country might end up fighting all sorts of inflation, but getting rid of wage inflation might be the biggest challenge. While Kiyosaki is a fan of crypto, Cramer has opposing views and believes that wiping off crypto can be a way for the Fed to fight inflation. To sum it up, nothing can be claimed for Bitcoin because it's not owned by any organization or state. Even Kiyosaki has contradictory views where he thinks it might skyrocket to $1 million or drop to just $1,000. What do you think would be the fate of crypto? Will it recover if these massive predictions come true? Let us know in the comments below about your views on crypto's future according to Robert's theory. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you in the next video.